Yo, what's up YouTube? It's YT back at it again with another video. Let's talk about all of the new layoffs taking place. Like y'all know, this is something we cover on this channel a lot because it's been going on for the last few years. It's been going on the last few years. It's been a lot of layoffs, and apparently there are more layoffs that are taking place. Some people lost their job even this week. So we're going to let them share. If you're brand new to the channel, go ahead and smash the subscribe button if you want to join the family. I need all of my family members to push this video out by pressing that like button and ring the post notification bell as well so you can be notified exactly when I post. So let's get into it.
So I just got laid off this morning. Pretty brutal feeling, pretty tough way to start the year, and it's already been a wild start to the year. And I'm getting married this year, and now I don't have a job. Well, I'm not like completely shocked. I am kind of shocked that it happened so soon. We were told February, changes were coming, people were getting promoted, good things to look out for, yada yada yada. But obviously, mass layoffs, and I was a part of that group. But I do work in mortgage, and rates haven't been great, so it's just wasn't thinking it was happening so soon. And I know the job market is brutal right now, so if you know any place that's hiring that, you really enjoy and that pays well, I greatly appreciate it, but probably just gonna sit on my couch all day now and cry. Yeah, here's to 2025.
Amazon, you literally been my baby daddy for like 3.5 months now. Who gonna have on me with these 6 kids now? Who helping me pay the bills now? Please let me know. Baby, y'all dropped me like some hotcakes. I don't know who's worse. Y'all are my baby daddy. Come on now, no sign, no nothing. Thinking everything going smooth, everything going good, then boom. What y'all thinking about? Y'all, we cannot be mad at Amazon because when we filled our application out, it tells us we're seasonal employees and they can keep us up to 11 months unless they convert us over into a blue badge. So baby, we cannot be mad. I'm not mad. I just laid me off, so come and spend the day with me because they got me bent. But yeah, I'm here at my storage. About to go from having 2 storages to only 1 because I'm tired of paying all this money. And this ain't got nothing to do with me being laid off. This has got everything to do with why would I pay all this money if I ain't got to?
Hi, I have a ton of new followers, but if you don't follow me and I'm on your FYP, hi, my name is Britt. 2 years ago, I was actually laid off from Meta, and I didn't sign their severance, so I can say whatever I want. Yeah, but like in all actuality, the severance that was offered to a lot of my colleagues, hundreds of them actually, was different from what Meta said publicly that they were giving. And I even had this lawyer, well, had a couple lawyers take a look at it, and they were all like, yeah, that doesn't match. Even HR, when we questioned, they messaged us back and were like, nope, it's actually this, and like that doesn't hold up in court. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just not going to do it. Like, I don't need to. And to know that I can just say anything about Mark stupid Zuckerberg, like, sure, I'm willing to do that.
You know what's funny? This kind of crossed my mind. I'm like, what if the terms, like, you know how they come out with the public press release? They have to address things publicly. What if that's not actually what's in the severance packages? I kind of had this idea in my mind, like, low-key, what if they're lying and making it sound better than it is to the public than what they're actually giving out to the former employees? I don't know. It's just like some iffy things that's going on in business right now. Politics, the whole nine. It's like a lot of lies being told to where you can't really believe the media or what they put out because they're trying to save face. Like, they doing a lot of bogus things behind the scenes and then trying to make it seem like it's not so bad, or it's a lot of them even lying. So this lady was lied to. Publicly they said one thing and then her severance package was the opposite. It wasn't what she was told. So I feel like this is a thing that's going on in a lot of different industries. If this is something that happened to you recently, let me know. And let us know how they lied to you. What did they promise you and what did you actually get?
2025, I'm gonna need a refund because this year sucks already. I just got laid off for basically the second time back to back. If you didn't know, I worked at Twitter and I got laid off when Elon Musk acquired the company. Since then, I've been working at a like a content strategy agency type place as a director of strategy, and I just got laid off yesterday. It's surreal because I definitely didn't want to go through another layoff. Being laid off the first time was one of the most traumatic events that have ever happened to me, especially because it happened so publicly. This time was obviously a little bit different, but the company lost some clients, and now here I am without a job. It's hard not to reevaluate my life choices at this point. I work in tech, and so I'm wondering if that's still what I should be doing. It's hard to feel like secure in a job anymore. It feels like those days are over. So I don't know if I should be in tech anymore or working this corporate life. I love the security of having a stable job, but that hasn't been the case for quite some time for me because it's just been so unstable in the industry. So I'm considering other options, obviously. I had a wild idea. I think somebody on TikTok said, hey, become an ultrasound tech. That takes like 2 years of schooling and then you're in. And I was like, sounds good to me. But again, I also really enjoyed my job doing marketing, strategy, working in the digital space, working with tech. It is fast paced and it's very exciting. So I honestly don't know what to do. If you have any advice for me, I would love to friggin' hear it because I'm swirling. This all happened yesterday. So I've been like waffling between panic applying to places and just rotting on the couch. Would love something more constructive to do with my time. But if you have any advice, any tips, any job leads or connections, please let me know. I'm in the Bay Area, remote work, anything. I want to be busy. I'm somebody who likes to do things. So this is my plea to you, TikTok. Thank you so much.
I think the hardest part of being laid off is really realizing that these people are just not your friends. I worked with these people for 2 years. I got laid off in August. It is now the end of January. I have not heard from anybody, like not one person. But what I can see is them looking at my LinkedIn, like stalking my LinkedIn. I could see you when you do that. But it's like you work with these people for years and they don't care about you. But then on the other hand, if you aren't social with them, then you're a bitch and you are also on the chopping block. So you can't win. No, I was not laid off due to any performance. Like, in fact, my performance was phenomenal. Like, I blew it out the water. I know my salary was a little bit higher than everyone else's, so I'm just going to chalk it up as that. But when you're either not personable enough or too personable, you will always be on the chopping block. Especially if you're a person of color. Like, I have to... So I gotta overlaugh, overperform, go to these happy hours that I probably don't even want to go to because honestly, I don't like drinking at work no more. All for y'all to just forget about me. Like, I have to create fake friendships that take my energy from my real people for y'all really not to give two craps about me. Anyway, I'm interviewing today. I have 4 interviews this week. I've just done 1. I have 1 more today and then 2 more later on this week. Wish me luck, guys. I really need a job.
Co-worker. When you're no longer working with this co-worker, let's be real, these people are not your friends. These are your work buddies. If you don't work there no more, then there's no longer a need for you to be buddies. That's just my take. What do y'all think? Like, that's not really wrong. Like, some people getting their feelings like, I mean, oh, you acting fake now. I thought we was cool. It's like, y'all wasn't that cool. It's like, they're an associate. Like, I had plenty of associates in school. Like, outside of school, don't expect us to hang out, nothing. Like, even them, some of them would hit me up. It's like, no, we're not hanging outside of school, my boy. Like, we was cool in school. That's it. Outside of school, I don't really know you like that. Don't got a need to really communicate with you.
So I was laid off today. So I'm now in the layoff group with everyone else. It doesn't seem like 2025 is um, really that great. It's not starting off good, at least. So I've been on TikTok watching all the other people who've been laid off either today, yesterday, this week, or this month. So I've been like feeling not alone, I guess. But for some reason, you just never think it's going to be you until it's you, you know? And it's just so heartless. I really feel like the only way to feel safe in this economy, you know, anymore is definitely not having a job. Like, and definitely working for yourself or figuring out how to work for yourself in some type of way. Um, because at least you could control that, but you just can't control someone else's decision or a company's decision. You just can't control that. So it's like a lot more riskier, in my opinion, to be a worker, a W-2 worker especially, than anything else. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. Like, I guess I just have to like reach out to my network or something and just figure out pushing my business forward, because it's not easy to start a business. Like, once it's there, like, it's a little bit easier, but starting it is actually not that easy. So I'm definitely going to be working on that, and I guess reaching out to my network on LinkedIn. But I know that we're going through a white collar recession, because if everyone is getting laid off, um then it's probably not going to be very easy for me to find a job. Like, it's probably going to take a long time. I'm probably going to be laid off for the rest of this year, to be honest with you. Unless I get lucky. I'll let you guys know if I do, but I don't know, because there's a lot more people on here, especially who's been laid off, who are like executive level, director level, and they have been laid off for a very long time, and they have way more experience. So yeah, I don't know.
That I don't have enough to stress about already, given the fact that our president is Donald Trump and he's literally dismantling democracy in front of our eyes. But he could have just rode an amazing wave of the economy that was built before him and gotten credit for it, and everything would have been fine. But instead, he's going to tank the economy, and it's giving me a ton of anxiety that that's going to result in mass layoffs. Obviously, it's going to result in mass layoffs across various different industries, but I'm talking about tech specifically. Like, tech went through a really hard time after the pandemic, and it took years to stabilize, and I feel like we're finally at a point where you're not seeing massive companies laying off thousands of people, every other week. And the economy's in a good spot right now, and we're just seeing it ruined. And the irony of this is that so many people voted for Trump because they were told that the economy was bad and that he was going to come in and save the day. And in reality, the ripple effect and the repercussions of the decisions that he's making, and the executive orders that he's signing, it's going to be years and years and years before we repair.
I got laid off and I'm terrified. I started 2025 with some really big goals of wanting to pay off all of my credit card debt and also save up for a down payment on a house. And now the unknown is absolutely terrifying for what I can and cannot afford. Even if I make the maximum of unemployment, that's only about $370 a month, and that is not going to cover my expenses, my debt payoff journey, my savings plan. It can't do all three. I'm very lucky to have a decent savings built up, as well as have a husband who can also provide for us. But I was the breadwinner in our relationship, and so this will be definitely difficult going forward to see what we can afford. Funny enough, I knew this was coming in some way, shape, or form. I just didn't think it was going to happen as soon as it did, and the way that it did. We got called to an all-hands meeting in which we were told that our company was closing and that everyone's employment was being terminated effective immediately. I truly loved my job. I loved what I did. I'm proud of the habits that I have built in this low buy year so far. I know it's only month one, but I've done really well at not overly
shopping, spending money on things that I don't need. So, I want to keep building on those habits, and really are going to help me hone in on not overspending and saving as much money as I can in this time of the unknown.
At least she has savings. That's why it's good to have some savings. You should have 6 to 12 months worth of savings just in case something like this does happen to you. That way you're not out on the streets. You don't want to be out on the streets for real. It's tough out here. And it's the winter time. No. You don't want that to happen. Because you never know. Your job could let you go. You got to keep that in the back of your mind. This is the mindset we have to have. Like, when you get hired, you have to have that in the back of your mind. Not, oh, I'm going to base my whole life around this and everything will be fine. No. We don't live in those days anymore. But it seems a lot of people that were making New Year's resolutions to be financially secure kind of might have to backtrack if they lose that job. That might set them back a little bit. But listen, are you somebody that already lost your job already this year? Let me know. If so, that's tough. I want to know.
I just found out a few hours ago that I'm being laid off from my job. I'm 27 years old and I literally can't think of a time that I haven't worked since I started driving at 16. Been at this company for 6 years and it's my first real full-time job after college. And I know that this decision has absolutely nothing to do with me. It's just the result of choices that were made as a company that have led to needing to eliminate positions, and mine just happened to be one this time around. It doesn't change the fact that it feels absolutely humiliating. Not a complete shock. I kind of felt like this was coming eventually. There's so many things you can do until you don't need a recruiter anymore, which is mostly what I do. But I clearly didn't prepare myself enough for this conversation. It's kind of crazy that this company and people have been a part of my life for 6 years, and now it's not anymore. Very excited to have a lot more time to spend with Ellery, but I'm a planner and I don't do good with unknown and what the future holds and what will be next. I think very long term. This sucks. This is just one of those things that in the back of your head, it could potentially happen to you, but in the forefront of your mind, you're that will never happen to me. Yet here I am, unemployed.
This is another thing I'm seeing. People that have been employed at companies for a very, very, very long time are being let go for the first time. And it's taking a toll on them. A lot of people don't know how to take it, because this might be the first time they were unemployed ever. This could be the first time they were let go in such a long time, in many, many years. So it's tough on a lot of people. But this is why I say you have to have that in the back of your mind, that they could let you go at any time. So this is why, once again, y'all, we need to be working on building those high in-demand skills, focusing on getting other streams of income on the side. You got to have you another stream of income, because one is too close to none. And when you have none, then that's not no fun. Listen, man, it's YT. If you made it to the end of the video, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about this one. I appreciate you for watching, man.